unconditionally. I was knee deep in it, and I wasn't on nobody's team. I wasn't on nobody's side. I was for what was right by each other and what was best.
Where she hit? Where she hit the counter?
I'm trying to figure out, is this the mom?
I think so.
Mental health is real. Mental breakdown is real. Mental checkout is real. Self-love is available. Self-worth is available. Self-empowerment is available. We gotta be available to teach it to them. How we gonna train up our daughter to find her king? And ain't nobody training up their son to act like or be a king. We fixing the daughters up. We got all these things for them. We got all these activities. We got all this stuff. We got all that. We got all that for them. And you know what? They bossing up. Career-wise, they're bossing up. Emotionally, they're bossing up. Physically, they're bossing up. Mentally, they're bossing up. Till they meet your broken son. And he starts tearing them down. Piece by piece. He starts breaking them down. Mentally, physically, he starts breaking them down. Because ain't nobody over there teaching him. Ain't nobody over there tapping him on the shoulder. The village ain't even saying nothing. Because you know what they say? I can't do nothing with it. But you put some oil in your house, call on the name of Jesus in his presence. Because you can do something with him. You ain't too busy.
That's easier said though. Like, girl, when these boys get to a certain age, it's what is it you're gonna do? Yeah.
Not your best friend. Your daughter is your daughter. And she needs you to be the mother. And she needs you to know that you are there and you're open. She needs to know that she could come to you.
She's kind of a little all over the place.
She is. Emotional, yep. Yeah. Yeah, because you telling us how we need. Yeah.
Like, don't be your daughter's
Friend. Yeah, so which one you want? Yeah, you telling us how to raise our sons or how to raise our daughters? Or we doing everything wrong? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Auntie's emotional.
Oh, she very emotional. Yeah. Yeah, give us your handbook, ma'am. Since you got the handbook to parenting.
That boy ain't your friend. And the minute, because they ready to go do what they gonna do with their friend, that ain't got nothing to do with you, that ain't none of your business.
Who she talking to now? The boy? Okay.
Throw your ass over there in the friend zone, and they ain't gonna answer that phone, they gonna turn that location off, and you gonna be sitting over there saying, I don't know why. Because that ain't your friend. They ain't your friend. You the mom. And you the daddy. It's your house, your rules and your rules. And if they don't follow them, my daddy said, get on the other side of the door. Everything on this side of the door, so my daddy.
So put them out? Is that what she's saying?
Don't give a damn about you. Everything on the other side of that door.
So put your kid out.
Right. Don't be
I put my kid out on the other side.
But hold on.
Throw oil on them.
Right.
Pray on them.
Send them out to the world. That's literally the problem.
Send them out to the world.
Send them out to the world. They're underdeveloped.
Hi. Right, exactly. Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Don't sound like old rituals. She's saying it don't sound like raising a new kid. You know, you gotta do things a little different.
Exactly.
Yeah, just very old school. You don't like what's going on in here? Get on the other side of the door.
You gonna help me pay some bills. I gave him a little time. I reminded him. I handed him the water bill. He looked at it and said, what's this? That's your bill. I paid the water bill and I took the door off the hinge of his bedroom. And I said,
And made him pay the water bill?
Pay bills in my house, close doors. When you start being grown in my house and paying bills, you can't get your door back.
How that turned out? Is this the one who killed the girl and the set like?
Right. Who are we talking about?
And he said, you keep eyes on me, and I'm gonna take care of all that.
Yeah, me too.
Teach our kids how to keep their eyes on God. I ain't holy rolling. Y'all ain't heard me. Cool.
But you can't teach them to keep their eyes on God if you put them out on the street and now they gotta go to survival mode.
Right, that's all like, what is she just venting at this point, but it has no.
Hey, thank you for joining, Melissa. How you doing?
He gave me the gift of truth. He gave me the gift of transparency, and he gave me a poker face. I wasn't very smart in school, so I'm not gonna memorize scriptures. And it's not that I gotta wait on God to use me for that. I gotta wait on God to put that in me. This right here, what you get tonight, this is what he put in me.
Okay.
And he set me in front of you to talk about the real deal.
The real deal. Okay.
And she left me here to save somebody else's mess, to save somebody else's joy. She is my life, and she is my fire, because it's been a shift in our village. The ground has ruptured in this village, baby. He took our flower. He's trying to get our attention in this village. You know why? Because this is a beautiful thing, and he wants us to let y'all know. This is a beautiful thing. Get your village. Put your village under one roof.
I heard that. Blessed and highly favored, okay? No matter what you're going through.
We ain't got nothing. We don't come from nothing. And God got us on everything. That's deep. Everything we got, we work hard.
Did she just say that's deep to her own?
Call it what you want to call it.
I have no idea. She's gone in two different directions.
Yeah. That is super. Yeah, she emotional.
I love everybody that's stuck and stayed. I love y'all. The GoFundMe for Kinsley is real. And that's real. I had help creating it because I don't know a whole lot
That's
about
real.
the technology on the phones a lot of times. I teach myself a lot. It probably would have took me till tomorrow sometime to do that. But Joy came over and the parent came over and they fixed that for me. We did the best we could to make the picture a little bit more clearer, but it's not a fake page. That's for Kinsley, because this village still gotta do what we gotta do for Kinsley. So the GoFundMe page, if I tagged you, if you saw it on my page, worth it. It's real. It's not. That's not fake.
Thank you.
One scripture. Two, that I love to tell my loved ones and the people I come in contact. Too much is given,
Which is received and required.
What part of the book, y'all let me know. But I know it's days I wake up and I have to say that to myself. When the days are long, when the days are hard, when I can't figure out the day, I know how to say, too much is given, much is required. So if you're asking God for a lot, are you doing a lot to get it? Are you in a position to receive it? And the other one I like to say, give us this day our
Daily bread.
It's in my house. If you've been in my house and you've seen my walls, I got affirmations.
That's not your saying. That's an actual. That's a verse. That's a Bible verse. all the way. All over the place.
Give us this day our daily bread. And the daily bread is not a sub sandwich. It's not cornbread. It's the bread of life. And he said, give us this week, not give us this week. Give us this month.
Okay.
We're not promised. We're not promised.
She preaching now.
And Jane proved that we're not promised to her. She proved that. But she didn't leave no unfinished business, y'all. And when you ride with God, and you on that passenger side so tough with him, you see the signs. And when it's all said and done and you look back and you say, yep, he knew. He was coming to get her. Because she is done. She was done. She experienced friendship. She experienced true love. She experienced happiness. She experienced motherhood. In these last 4 months, she lived her best life. And if she ever talked to you, she told you, I'm living my best beautiful men and women that was in her life that showed up at my house. Thank y'all. And you're always welcome. My phone number is on Facebook. I'm the truth.
Take your phone number off Facebook, girl.
You can call me. You can call me. And for my Braid dudes, I'll hand the phone to Dwight. And God gonna use him. Cause he got a testimony and he got a purpose. And he got some unfinished business.
Amen, amen.
And my phone, this iPad is about to go dead. I love all of y'all. I love who you are. I love you in spite of. I love you unconditionally. And for the ones that know, they know, I got human respect for you. Ain't no smoke over here.
Okay. Oh, I like that too. No smoke over here, just boundaries. That's deep.
I like that.
Thank you.
Everybody deserves that from God. And I am of God.
Hmm.
Fall short.
I'm posting that tonight on my Facebook. Okay. No smoke over here, just boundaries. Don't confuse the two.
Remember that when you see somebody.
Yes, that's real deep.
She got the nerve. God can fix that in a split second. You don't know what he's working on that person on the inside. Give them some human respect and set some boundaries for them if you would like. Lift each other up. Lend each other a hand. Pray. Get close to God. It don't make you a bad person. It don't. Church is here. Church is here.
Mm-hmm. This 4-year-old exposes who? Who did it say, Dad? Oh, his dad's bad. He telling on Daddy. Dang.
What happened at the house with your wife? With Jasmine? I don't remember.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, how many kids you got?
Mm. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you, girl. You know I need you.
On March 4th, 2022, a mother's worst nightmare occurred for Jasmine Serena. A man armed with a gun entered her home. He would notice 4 children watching television in their living room. They would freeze up and look at him in horror, unable to do anything. But the man would pass by. He wasn't looking to harm Jasmine's children. Instead, he made his way over to the kitchen where Jasmine was standing and shot. 3 bullets struck Jasmine, and she was left in critical condition, lying helplessly in her kitchen. The suspect left the scene in a hurry, thinking she was done for. But unfortunately for him, Jasmine managed to survive. Despite her critical condition, she managed to call 911 and ask for help. Officer Baker was the first cop to arrive at the scene, seeing all the kids surrounding their mother, crying for help. She was immediately transferred to the El Paso hospital by helicopter.
Oh, this happened in Texas.
Time for doctors. With each passing second, her chances of survival rapidly decrease. And for the detectives, they needed to find their suspect fast before he struck another innocent victim. Right now, they needed any clue that could lead them to the possible killer. So multiple officers would go back to the crime scene to take a closer look at exactly what just went down.
Okay, so I have bullets, or casings, excuse me. One there, one on the table. I have one where she was sitting, or where I found her. Was her feet facing us? Yeah, because you can see there's impacts right there and right there. And there's another casing back over there on the floor. I got here, she's sitting facing me.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you.
She had a strike here, and one looks looks like a through
Horsehair is
here with a
crazy.
shirt up. She had nothing that went through completely on the back.
Oh, so the arms are in here? I thought it was around like.
No, she's distended. It's all internal.
Thank you.
According to the police report, the victim, Jasmine Serena, took 2 bullets to her abdomen and the 3rd bullet landed right in her leg. Despite her critical condition, she gathered the little energy she had and told Officer Baker the attacker's name.
She said that it was Julian that did it. Valenzuela.
No, for real.
That was the name of her own husband, Julian Valenzuela, and the father of 4 children who just saw their dad, their mom. However, this wasn't the only thing she was able to tell the cops. Jasmine also mentioned the car Julian drove to the house before shooting, a red sedan. In a matter of seconds, all patrols nearby received a notification to stop any red sedans they saw on the streets of Las Cruces. While Julian's vehicle was being tracked down, Officer Dollar, along with his partner, had a different task. It was reported Julian was living at this house. With him being on the run, police think there's a chance he could be hiding in the home. So the 2 officers would make their way into the home in hopes to find a surrendered Julian, or at least a clue of where he might be.
Yeah, it's wide open front and back. It's cluttered, just abandoned.
Las Cruces Police Department, anybody inside the residence, come out to the sound of my voice.
There was no other choice but to enter the house forcibly and make sure the suspect wasn't hiding inside. For all they know, Julian could be waiting for them, and when he's armed, tensions are as high as ever for these cops.
I saw a post earlier about some fried chicken. Fried fish. Now I got me wanting some fried catfish. They was posting all the places in Phoenix or in Arizona that has good fried fish. Yeah, some people kept saying Mesa too. They were saying some places out there I never heard of.
They received this message on the radio.
Like, man, that sounds good right now. Okay, I'm like, I might have to go to, they said Off the Hook on 18th Avenue in Glendale. I seen that one before. I never been there though. They said they got some good catfish. I was like, I might have to try them. And if they close, I might just have to, oh, okay. What the fuck on Buckeye? WTF on Buckeye in Phoenix. I saw that in the comments too today. Thank you. I might have to try them too. Let me see what time they close. Yeah, some fried catfish sounds really, real good right now. No smoke over here, just boundaries, period. 16th Street and Buckeye. Okay. Thank you. 16th Street and Buckeye. I know exactly where that's at. That's on your way home, ain't it? 16th Street and Buckeye.
Yeah, because I got to take it too.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up. Do you know what time they close, guys? That would help me a lot. Cause I'll be done in the next, we'll be done in the next hour. So, they open till 8. I bet they got Kool-Aid too. You know how we do.
Officers in pursuit sped up to the crash, but they can't rush to apprehend him just yet, as he already fired multiple rounds at Detective Dollar just a minute ago.
She said they Philly sandwiches are great too.
He will do it again, so they have to be ready to take Julian down if he makes.
Oh, okay. About 9 p.m. they close. So, thank you so much. Oh, good Kool-Aid too. I knew it. I knew that. I got some good Kool-Aid. Cause ATL wings, they Kool-Aid is so good.
This doesn't satisfy Officer Dollar and his colleagues. From what they know, the suspect is still armed and could be pretending to be injured to try and catch them by surprise. Officer Dollar wasn't going to take any chances, so he decided to deploy a different weapon to make the suspect obey their commands.
I am off of Greenway Road in Cave Creek. Hi, you dropping off? Okay. You're welcome. Have a good one. Welcome. Off Greenway Road in Cave Creek. Yeah. Nothing like some good old Kool-Aid.
A crash that
I can't do it often though, because it's so sweet.
Stand up. Using a canine in this scenario would be an overkill.
She scared me. I was like, I know.
We ended up watching Braids.
I know. I did. Somebody bust through the door. Like, yeah. That's because it's getting dark out and we can't see through the door. And Candace clients, they drop their wigs off for their hair. Yeah.
Entire case later on. Officer Dollar's dog would bite into Julian just like instructed. However, it would take 2 minutes of struggle to make the dog finally
Thank
let go
you.
of the suspect's flesh. The law doesn't prohibit a dog to bite and hold the suspect.
They say you should try some color braids next time. They say you would really look amazing. They said maybe burgundy or brown. Maybe brown, she says, for the win.
A serious challenge. He could not make the dog release the suspect. Even after being subdued and posing no further harm to the police officers, the dog continued to hold onto the suspect's arm, causing him
Burgundy is cool too though because, well no, I was thinking not burgundy, maroon. That maroon color, because it's very subtle. It gives black, but then when you're in the light, it gives that, yeah, gives that glow in the light.
But for now, the suspect's bite wounds were too severe to ignore, and his overall condition suggested heavy alcohol intoxication or even worse. So to make sure Julian lived long enough to face justice, the cops decided to get him to the hospital and treat his wounds. While this team of officers was transporting the suspect, another team at the crime scene was collecting
Yeah, I
evidence
like
of a
one.
strong case
Okay,
of
yes,
Julian
please,
being
thank you.
charged with evil crime.
Oh, sure, I'll send you my information.
A problem.
How you want me to send you the information? Can you DM me on Instagram? Actually, if you go to my Instagram, my link is in the bio for my booking site and everything, so you'll have like all the details. It's I am fancy INC on Instagram. And if you DM me, then I'll know who you are and stuff. And we could chat about your hair.
What'd you see, man? I was over there, right across the stop sign. Like, on the other side? Yeah, we're looking in front of us, and we just like, we see a car speeding so fast, right? And it's like, we're looking at him, he's mad talking to us, really mad looking dude. I'm really looking like, he's on his face more than me. I wouldn't fight. What was the car? Like, greenish, reddish? What's that, they started screaming, and they were having, and like, he went in there, and I guess they were having an argument. And I heard like 3 times. He's like, well, there's probably more than five, probably more than 5. And that's whenever he came outside, and that's whenever I was like, shoot, he said to shoot, so we like, ran back inside, got in his car, and he shot like that one. He shot that one, like, yeah, first for like the truck. He just went like this, and he shot towards that one, right? Towards this way, yeah, somewhere over there. The officer,
Ooh, I'm gonna give you some catfish tonight. And if they got a sit down area, I'm just gonna sit there, girl, and eat, cause while it's hot, you know what I mean? While it's hot, yes. I went to brunch house on Sunday after church. Had me some oxtails and grits. Oh my goodness, girl. Brunch house is on Southern and 35th Avenue. Oh, girl, it was packed in there, but I went by myself, so they just had me at the bar. Yes, and girl, ooh, oxtails and grits. It was so good. Exactly. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you.
Stepping out of her house, and she was like this, and he had her, and he was, throwing punches to her. And
I
then
love me some
after that,
oxtails.
she was kept saying it was 3 in the morning. I just got back from taking kids to
It's so
school.
tender
I
and
saw her in the car,
good.
and the kids were still back there, and she was sitting in the front seat, and he was in the other side, and it looked like they were arguing in the vehicle. And she
And
started
I mean, the
putting her
grits
hair on
was
her
perfect. And then they
face, like
just put
punching,
the
screaming
oxtails
all
on
this stuff.
top with the little
And so he
gravy.
got out of
Ugh.
the vehicle, and then, he
I was
left.
like,
And the next
you
day,
know
that's when
what?
he found her, like, dragging her out.
So,
Not only did Julian physically abuse his wife, but also threatened her life multiple times before actually going and fulfilling those threats. There was only one person left to question.
No, it's not hard to
Jasmine
maintain this
herself,
hair.
the
All you
victim
have to do
of
is
this twisted
tie your hair
crime.
up, wear a
Only
bonnet,
she could tell the true story behind
oil
closed
your
doors.
scalp. You can
That
use some mousse
is,
if it
she
starts
would never
to get a
recover
little
from this
dry
vicious
looking,
attack.
but
Doctors
oil
could
sheen,
not
good.
promise her survival. 2 shots to the abdomen are too severe for any person to survive. Likely, it was already too late for her. That's why the officers transporting Julian to the hospital needed Julian to survive. They wanted to hear his side of the story and understand one simple question. What drove him to try and take the life of his own wife and the mother of his 4 little boys? But when they finally arrived at the hospital, cops quickly ran into a
Oh,
new problem.
yeah. That's true. And I think that depends on the braider, right? But yeah, I don't braid very tight, so and my braids still last a long time. And yeah, you could tell when the braids are straightening the scalp, because it'll be red, puffy. You be looking at the picture like, oh my goodness, that's tight. She said, some techniques will keep you up at night. How you speaking in tongues? Oh, they said the TV program would have them scared to be at home by themselves. We definitely just locked the door. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love true crime though. Especially body cam. I watch a body cam all the time.
Right after the crash, the police discovered a pistol.
I
with
could
an
definitely
empty
watch something
magazine
that's a little bit more
alongside This explains Julian's erratic behavior during and after the arrest. Additionally, on his way to the police station,
But my brother said,
Julian
shoot, to be aware is to be alive, okay?
all without interrogation. But as you will soon see during the questioning, even details like this can suddenly vanish because once they brought
This will
Julian
keep
to
you
the
aware. You'll be
interrogation
like, yeah, something fishy about that. Go the other way. Identify the flags real fast.
What, if you want to keep them close and it's easier for you to talk that way and you're not struggling, that's fine. Just don't fall asleep on top. Was there anything other than alcohol?
I
you were
don't like
drinking?
stuff that includes
What
kids,
type of alcohol
so.
you drinking? Budweiser's? Okay, can or bottle? Bottle? Okay. So why for 3 days? What's been going on? You know, lady been having some problems? Huh?
This only confirms why Julian is so visibly intoxicated, and it's honestly a surprise he's even able to understand and talk with the officer. Still, his condition might complicate the interrogation process. After all, alcohol can lead to lapses in memory. He simply might not remember the events of that evening. A perfect excuse for someone like him in this situation. But this isn't going to be good enough
Yeah,
for
you gotta
Detective
find
Melinda
something
to
that's,
accept.
I'm gonna find
So
something
he
that's
keeps
watcher
pressing for a
friendly, but
confession.
also like, it's hard though, because you don't wanna watch anything that's like highly political. You don't wanna watch anything that is biased, right? Because then some people don't wanna hear that either. That's why I feel like true crime, shoot.
Where'd you pull that one out from?
Most people like body cam. I don't know. I I haven't figured it out.
Stop with confidential evidence.
Cause when I do it and I be on live, like a lot of people, you know, tune in, be interested or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try something else and see what happens. But also, you can't watch certain stuff either because you'll get flagged, and YouTube will block your vid. So
Little did Detective Melinda realize that getting any information from this suspect was going to be the most challenging thing he had to do in his career. But it doesn't stop him from using the oldest trick in the book to make Julian talk.
Were you guys arguing? Were you fighting? What are you sorry for?
surprisingly, people love body camera true crime for real. It's like really a hit right now. Always have been really.
No. So everything you've told officers that is on camera, now you're saying you don't remember. I don't. But here's the thing, Julian. You've already said what happened. In the situation. I do. No. You said what happened. The officers have already told us. Is she okay? But you want to know if she's okay from what? Oh, that's obvious. What? What's obvious? Well, what happens? You tell me. I love her. What's been going on? Like, is she doubting how much you love her? Did you get caught doing something you weren't supposed to be doing? No. It's nothing like that. Do you guys just have arguments here and there?
Julian might not remember this too, but there are plenty of people who can speak about of people weaker than him. At this point, Detective Melinda barely holds himself together. For him, getting any meaningful information out of Julian is almost impossible. However, there is still one more thing Detective Melinda can use to make Julian talk. In fact, what he doesn't know is that his kids are in the same building with him, just above this interrogation room. They were brought here to the police station to decide their father's fate. And they are about to reveal exactly what went down mere hours earlier. But before we get to that, I want to talk about a murder that happened across the country in Cedar Creek, California. This is a popular influencer, Haley Rhodes, and Haley was mysteriously murdered. With Cold Case VR, the sponsor of today's video, use over 75 pieces of evidence,
VR?
police reports, witness statements, CCTV footage, interrogations, and so much more to bring justice to Haley and arrest her.
Now that's scary.
Even better is that
You doing a virtual reality and it's a crime
virtual
thing?
reality goggles, making the experience like no other true crime party game. You know how much my videos depend on the clues found in the surveillance, and this game feels just like real crime.
You go play
Completely seen
detective.
with my friends, and using my investigative knowledge from producing all of these YouTube videos, I cracked the case and solved the murder before anyone else.
Hi,
And the best
welcome
part,
in.
I managed to strike a deal just for you guys. By using the
Thank you
code
guys so much for
INSANITY, you
watching,
get
and thank
30%
you for
off your
liking the
purchase,
video.
making
Don't
this
forget
the
to
perfect Christmas
subscribe.
gift. So if you ever wanted to experience what it's like to solve the cases in my videos firsthand, then click the link in the description and purchase Cold Case VR, the case of the fatal follower, today. Thank you to Abacus for sponsoring us and allowing us to create this content for you. But we have to get back to Julian Valenzuela, because his own children are about to expose him and what exactly went down that night. However, interrogating a child is no easy task for cops. That's why the police department recruited 2 professional child psychologists to discover more details of Julian's murder attempt from these 4 young minds. Still, kids may be uneducated, but they won't tell you anything unless you become their friend. And these female psychologists knew exactly how to do it. In 1.5 hours, they will build trust with all 4 kids: 4-year-old Julian, 5-year-old Benjamin, 6-year-old Matthew, and 10-year-old Isaiah. And talk about how
Thank you so
daddy
much.
hates their own mommy, not even realizing they will maximize their father's sentence behind bars. Benjamin was the first kid to be asked about
I do what
he
I
saw
could do when
that
I could
fateful
do it.
evening.
Do you like the color? Yeah. Here, I got some paper.
Yeah, I know I'm silly.
And then, do you want me to move it closer?
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
And your name is Benjamin. Is that right? Yeah. Benjamin Valenzuela. Benjamin Valenzuela? Yeah? How old are you, Benjamin? 5. You're 5? Benjamin, I'm gonna draw your face right here, okay? No. Do you play with anybody? Do you have any brothers or sisters or something else? Brother. You have brothers? So I'm gonna put Matthew. Valenzuela. Matthew Valenzuela. And then Isaiah. Valenzuela. Isaiah Valenzuela.
Drawing their faces, writing down the names of their siblings, and asking about their favorite things, all minor but important things to elicit positive emotions in Benjamin's mind. That is, until they start talking about their father and what he did to Jasmine.
Tell me about, mommy or daddy or somebody else. My mom, my dad is bad now. Your dad is bad now? Tell me about dad being bad now. My dad, my mom. Your dad, your mom? And then what happened? And my mom, they got no weapon. Mom got no weapon? And then you said dad is bad now because he, mom? Yeah. Yeah? What did you do? Don't put his name? I won't put his name. Okay. Where did mom get? On the stomach everywhere. On the stomach everywhere?
Oh
What did he
no.
with his pistol? With his pistol? What is
Mm.
The 5-year-old?
Wow, pistol is crazy.
AK-47?
That tells you exactly what they listening to. You know what I mean?
I saw Daddy's mom. You were at the living room and you saw Daddy's mom? What did Daddy say when he mom? He was just kind of yelling and my dad just well, thank you for telling me what happened to mom.
Despite Benjamin being a well-spoken kid, his mind might be a little confused. Because, well, there's no such thing as an AK-47 pistol. This may be a child's imagination, but how does he know what an AK-47 is? Was it something his dad talked about, or even owned at one point? For young Benjamin,
Right,
it
because where would
didn't
he get
matter.
that
He
from?
was too afraid to remember.
Benjamin, tell me, do you ever feel scared? When do you feel scared? Of the shot. Of the shot? Yeah. No one was fighting? Sure. I remember my dad was fighting, and then he was this one, and then this one, and then loaded up, and then boom. There was this one, and loaded up, and then boom.
Mm.
Okay. Benjamin, tell me, do you feel safe with me? Yeah? How about with Daddy? Do you feel safe with Daddy? No. No? Not because Daddy and my mom are in there. Okay. Well, thank you, Benjamin, for letting me learn about you. You want to go back into the other room and play? Yeah. Yeah? What are you playing in the other room? Who are you playing with?
That's true.
Okay.
As Benjamin leaves the room, the psychologist returns to prepare the room for the next kid, 4-year-old Julian. They follow the same steps to establish a positive connection before moving on to the most important part of this conversation.
Julian, tell me
Thank
about
you.
a mommy or a daddy or something else. Draw Daddy. Draw Daddy. Daddy's really big. Daddy's really big? Yeah. Daddy's big stomach. Daddy has a big stomach? So all that. Daddy, just
Sweet kid. Daddy got a big stomach.
So you said last night, yeah. Daddy, mom? Yeah, right here. So, mom right here, and right here, and right here?
Well, that part doesn't have to be just that
Oh,
little part.
okay, you
where
good
it's
right
just
here?
moved,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I know there's a little more than present there is already.
No, it's okay.
So far,
It was only a little bit, but
Oh,
I'll put it
okay,
in there.
okay.
No, you good.
Still, there is something Julian told so suddenly that it even surprised the psychologist.
No, that kid is not holding back. They tell everything. I hate that they had them there, though.
Who are the gangsters? For shooting? Do you know the gangsters? Yeah. What are their names, the gangsters?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and Savage.
hard to assess if it's the kid's imagination or if his father hung out with criminals in their own house. The thing is, little Julian remembers their name. So it might be the case that those gangsters not only knew his father, but also provided him with the guns, including the AK and a shotgun. Now it's up to the
Julian
psychologist
said they
to
all
get to
over
the
here.
bottom
He
of
knows
this
exactly who.
disturbing information.
Tell me, what did Dad mom with? With the gun. With the gun? Mom was messing with Daddy. Mom was messing with Daddy? You're yelling at him, and now he's right here. What was she saying when she was yelling at him?
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah. Also because 9 times out of 10 they can't put those kids on the stand, right? Unless they parents approve. So a lot of times they can't even use their statements. They could use it to try to investigate, but I don't think they could use it as like real evidence for real. I don't know though. But you hardly see like babies on the stand.
You were mad, you were fighting? Yeah. And then what happened? Playing to the TV.
Takes about, we're doing medium, so it takes like about 5 hours, 5.5 hours. We started at 2. Like we started around, we didn't start at 2. We started like 2:30, 2:45. We was talking.
Are they real people? Are they people in the game or something else? In the game. Okay.
The psychologist can rest easy. Those gangsters are just part of the game. Still, it is neglectful of parents to let their kids play these games at such a young age. With this conversation over, the psychologist invited the third kid, 6-year-old Matthew. However,
Matthew finna really, he's 6? He finna be more clear.
Told the psychologist, especially going over the same murder weapon and insults both yelled at each other. With this, Matthew leaves the room, and the next and final kid enters, Julian's oldest son, and, well, most important for this investigation, 10-year-old Isaiah.
10-year-old Isaiah. Oh, he really.
He possesses a better awareness of the situation, meaning he could provide clearer details about the crime, and the psychologist understands that, which is why she's going to try a different approach with him.
Do you have any questions about that?
Yes, the hair is included with box braids.
Well, just so you know, no friends or family or anything like that, just with us a long time, okay? Alright, you feel Alright.
You can wear these for, you can wear them for 2 months, but I really recommend like getting them redone or getting a touch up along the way. So maybe like wear them for like 4 weeks, get a touch up, and then you can do another 3-4 weeks, and then redo. Yeah, 2 to 3 months is kind of stretching it, because especially if you have 4C hair, you don't want your hair to start locking in the root and stuff like that and getting like all that build up and everything. It's just harder for you to take them down and clean your hair. So I say 8 weeks, but get that touch up midway.
With Isaiah's last story shared, the interrogation can be wrapped up and summarized. The detectives now know that Julian has a long history of abusing his wife with intent and even desired her, and nothing could have stopped him, even his own kids. And finally, of their own mother right before their eyes. Now the detective can use this information to corner Julian, confront him, and force him to make a confession. So they would bring him right back to the room where they started their discussions.
You don't remember your wife?
I don't remember that.
Because your kids did. Your kids are telling us, Daddy, Mama. That's what your kids are saying. But you're gonna sit here and play this crap that I don't remember anything? When you've already said it to the other officers? And I got multiple kids, your kids, saying Daddy, Mom?
If you have straight hair, then I would probably recommend knotless over box braids, just to protect their hair more, like you said, as far as coming out and stuff. That's like only if their hair is like super fine, because you have to think of it like knotless is like natural. thickness, right? It's like the thickness of their natural hair. And so it's not weighing it down as much. But if your hair is thin or straight, then you adding this much hair onto your hair, it could cause some breakage, especially if you leave it in too long, because now your hair is growing out, and then this is like just hanging from a strand on your hair. So yeah.
But you know who's gonna remember that forever? Her and your kids. Because Daddy, alone. And then when they figure all this out and find out Daddy didn't have.
To help a child with tender-headed issues, I would say knotless. I would say do knotless braids for them. I have a few clients that I was doing from since they were like 2 years old. They're like 11 and 12 now. But they were very tender-headed when they were little and just hated sitting and stuff. So for one, we would always give them something to keep them occupied, like an iPad, phone, some games, something. And then knotless braids. Once those came out, we started doing the knotless, and that helped a lot because it doesn't cause tension or hurt, for a kid. So definitely try that. I would kind of stay away from the cornrows right now because the cornrows are just gonna, hurt their head more. So I would kind of stick to the knotless until they get older, and that may help. I have 3 daughters, so I dealt with those issues too, but I think that would help you. Yeah, definitely get her started with some knotless. And she could put those up in a ponytail and wear other little styles with it and do that until she's older.
I wanted the cross to me. How? How is that gonna happen? I want them to me. How? Why? I don't know. Cops don't get people for no reason. Why would they have? Did they actually deny?
I have some adults that are tender-headed still. They have to take Tylenol before the appointment. They get knotless, and we're good. Some people are just tender, it doesn't matter if you're heavy-handed or not. So in that case, they just kind of got to fight through it,
Now, the cops will write down their own version of the story that will be used to prosecute him if Julian does not comply. All Julian needs is to talk.
That's what I'm gonna put on my paperwork. When I charge you with attempted aggravated battery,
That's when the beauty is pain statement applies.
I was drunk for 4 days. That's what you want me to put in the paperwork. Is that what you want me to put? I want you to put that because I don't remember. And I'm also gonna put in there, during earlier contact on camera, he stated this, that he did his life, that he did do this when officers stopped him. Because that's all stuff I can prove, Julian. Okay. So hopefully your wife survives, and when I talk to her, I'll tell her what you just said. No, but that's what you're telling. I'm telling her what you tell me. Tell her that it's over someone. No. If I knew what was going on.
Hi, welcome in. Thank you.
Or you trying my ass off. I don't think so, dude. I think we're wasting our time. I mean, you can't even man up to what you did.
With this interrogation finally done, Julian is returned back to his cell where he would spend hours wondering why he ultimately left all his 4 children without their mother. Little did he realize, Jasmine survived. 3 days after the shooting, Jasmine finally opened her eyes.
I am from Chicago, South Side, but live in Phoenix, Arizona.
But also to finally hear her
I've been in Phoenix 14 years.
Okay, Jasmine, I'm Detective Leonard, there's the detectives involved. We've been checking up on you. They told me that you're able to kind of talk what has happened.
I'm sorry, Richard.
And who is he?
Ooh, the nail shop's gonna be mad because I'm about to give me some press-ons. That's gonna be so good. I'm probably gonna go get a pedicure like, over the summer. Or like every other month. You know what I mean? You don't really need those as often. Yeah. I don't wear like open toe shoes, that often. Mostly like gym shoes. So.
Okay. Was that a verbal conversation you had, or what happened?
Cause they was making some money off me.
Uh-huh.
But that's gonna save me so much.
Uh-huh.
That is going to save me a lot.
Any text messages with him, any threats or anything to the phone? What phone were those? Other than the text messages, was there any phone conversations? Yeah. What did happen? Did he threaten you on the phone before that?
It's 7 o'clock here.
What did he say? What do you think that means?
So you say some Bitcoin, okay?
Did he ever mention or threaten you before?
That 180, I could have paid some more.
And then next thing you know, he's there at the house. Okay. And you're in the kitchen. He walks in. Does he say anything to you? Says it's a good plan. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you say? So what are you doing? Okay, where are the kids at this time?
Wow, you're in Pakistan? Wow. So that's, you said 2 hours ahead, so 9 o'clock. Wow. Thank you for tuning in from Pakistan.
And her kids had to endure, but in the end, she can finally rest, knowing well that her
North Carolina.
was finally arrested and will never be able
Thank
to
you.
hurt her again. And what she would tell the officer now will make sure Julian will be gone for a long time.
I want to visit North Carolina. I haven't been there yet.
You want to press charges? Well, we're going for him. I did, based on the information that we had, is potentially attempted again.
What's the best part of North Carolina to visit? I know, I think you told me this before, Melissa, but tell me again.
The officer, and she's got like 9 or 10 charges on him.
This final statement from Jasmine will be the one to seal Julian's fate come court time. But before Julian's court trial, an internal investigation was conducted on Officer Dollar's decision to use a canine in the arrest. The witnesses were questioned, with Officer Dollar being interrogated separately. In the end, Officer Dollar was found guilty of using excessive force during the arrest. The city of Las Cruces had to pay Julian Valenzuela.
Las Cruces, that's Rocky Point?
$30,000. However,
I think so.
no one in the world could save Julian from a punishment for his crime. After viciously attempting to murder his wife and rob his kids of their mother,
about
his
5 to
trial date
6
finally
hours.
arrived, and he stood in court to answer for his crime. In November of
Greensboro.
2022, Julian Valenzuela, a
Okay.
34-year-old shooter, accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to a maximum sentence of 10 years, followed by 2 years of parole for his wife and police officers. The city of Las Cruces also paid him $30,000 after a canine mauled him
Or
during
Charlotte,
the arrest
okay.
on March 4th.
Welcome in. Thank you for joining.
Man, move over here.
I appreciate you.
Hands up, please.
Why are you doing this?
Let me ask you this. What did you do to that girl?
Thank you. I used to have an assistant, but my daughter grew up and started doing wigs. And my oldest daughter, she grew up too, so all my kids grown now. So I'm by myself.
Just found the bloodstains
But
of a
it's not
missing
bad.
girl.
I love braiding.
Samantha Guthrie left her mother's house the previous day, never to be seen again, and her blood was just discovered on the walls of this abandoned house.
Sure do.
But the police are about to realize
But
that
I ain't mad at
this
'em.
is a couple's murder house.
And I don't gotta pay nobody. Woo
already
woo.
fled across town, hunting for the next victim.
Thank you.
With no idea who the next victim of the killer couple could be, and with time running out, detectives find themselves entangled in a web of multiple suspects, all tied to the abandoned murder house.
Here's looking at some serious problems. I gotta say, y'all. Y'all my attorney present? Nobody else sitting here? I gotta say. Almost, this is serious. She's earning the chill like this.
Everything started in November 2018, when a mother called police worried that her daughter had vanished without a trace. It had already been more than a day since anyone had seen 18-year-old Samantha Guthrie, and the cops arrived quickly to take her mother, Joni's, statement.
Oh, what's going on?
When they said Guthrie, I thought they was talking about the lady, you know,
How's your daughter?
the news lady's mom who was
So, what makes her visit?
abducted. Nancy Guthrie, yes. They still haven't found her yet.
The police were called yesterday. They went over the house.
Yeah, me too. I have 4 kids also.
Right, okay.
Yep, 20, 22, 24, 26.
Lily. Where's Lillian at? I've never heard of her.
Little did this cop know, he'd become extremely familiar with Lillian Street, as it would become the site of hours and hours of investigation, and one of the most disturbing crimes to come out of the city in years. But for now,
Thank you.
it sounds as though Samantha was murdered, or at the very least kidnapped. But nobody can be sure. All of this information came over a mysterious phone call from someone they didn't even know.
What's the address again?
375 Lillian,
Why would she be over there?
because she's starting getting bad stuff.
Thank
Okay.
you.
When was that? So that's the house right there?
I don't know what the house looks like. I didn't go there.
It turns out the house that Joni is talking about was due to be boarded up in just a few days. It's in a rough area of town and has been abandoned for months. And as Joni said, Samantha had been struggling heavily. She left home as soon as she turned 18 and instantly fell in with a bad crowd. She was often seen frequenting abandoned houses known to be used by drug abusers and criminals, and she was slowly getting more distant from her family.
Yeah, Lillian address is vacant.
I know.
And the officers had it boarded up. So, they didn't see any, no flood, no nothing. To be honest with you, I think it's on.
After this, Joni would give over a description of Samantha, including a distinctive butterfly tattoo on her right arm, before telling the cop one more crucial piece of information.
The person she was last with was supposed to be the person that shot her.
Okay, sure.
Danny Andy.
Who? Danny Andy.
This wasn't a familiar name to police, and the officers still wouldn't seem to be too worried by the situation, but that would soon come to change. Because the very same evening, after publishing a missing persons report of Samantha, a lone man would come to police claiming he knew exactly what happened to her, and would lead police to launch a months-long investigation into multiple people, all connected to the abandoned murder house. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about Surfshark, the sponsor of today's video. Surfshark can help you save money, secure your browsing, and even unlock way more TV shows and movies than you currently have access to. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. If you have Netflix, Prime Video, or pretty much any other streaming platform, they limit what content you can actually view. For example, in the US, you can't watch Friends, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, or Pulp Fiction on Netflix. But if you use Surfshark, you can watch all 3 of them on Netflix. And that's not all. Surfshark also keeps your internet browsing safe and secure. Did you know that whoever provides you with your
Yeah, they
Wi-Fi
probably
can
do.
potentially see
They all
every
use the
website
same
you visit?
product.
With Surfshark's VPN, all of this is hidden. Plus, many websites track your activity and will increase prices on products you frequently view or purchase. By using a VPN like Surfshark, you can avoid being tracked by any website and literally save money. And the best part, they're running a huge Black Friday sale where you can get 4 extra months of Surfshark Surfshark at an unbeatable price. All you need to do is head to surfshark.com/insanity or click the link in the description. Grab your Surfshark for less than a cup of coffee a month and you'll get 4 extra months for free. With that said, let's get back to the case. Back in Akron, police had just published a detailed description of Samantha. And the morning after, a very worried man would contact and claim to have details that could either save her life or lead them to her body.
Alright, today is Tuesday, and we're here with, what's your first name?
John Marshall.
Alright, so we're here to talk about something that happened over on, Lillian Street back in November 4th. Alright, why don't you tell me about what happened that night?
John Marshall was the first of many witnesses in this case, and he got in contact with the cops after hearing that they were looking for Samantha. Apparently, he was actually at the house on the night everything happened, and saw it all with his own 2 eyes. The problem is, it almost sounds too good to be true. The cops don't know Marshall and can't necessarily trust him to give a truthful statement.
Good old box braids. Love, love,
So
love.
as Marshall talks to the cops, we'll be keeping track of each piece of information.
Who doesn't love box braids?
And verify it all in order to hopefully solve the case and find Samantha.
Sam had been trying to get a ride over to the house for a few hours. I didn't feel like driving anymore to go pick her up, so I didn't pick her up that night. And a few hours later, she showed up from an Uber. I'm guessing her dad had.
Alright, now when you say the house, what's the address?
65.
Okay.
I'm guessing from what I've been told, her dad paid for an Uber for her to get over there.
Okay.
This is already an easy piece of information to verify. If Samantha's dad did pay for the Uber, then he'd certainly remember that and be able to confirm it. And conveniently, the cops had interviewed her dad a few hours later, and he did indeed tell him that he bought her an Uber that night. On top of that, the address Marshall gave was also correct. So it seems that he's turning out to be trustworthy so far.
But I was walking to the Circle K on Copley and Rose to get cigarettes and a soda when I seen her and Yoshi walking to the house on Lillian. And about a half hour after I got back to the house, and half hour, 45 minutes or so, Danny showed up and knocked on the back door. I answered the door.
Now, how do you know Danny?
Just in passing.
Do you know him from the house?
Yeah.
And you know what his last name is?
Andy.
Now, things are starting to get weird. That's the name that Joni said could be the killer, and Marshall seems to know him and the people he's friends with.
Okay, was he by himself?
No, he was with Tony.
Okay.
Is what I was told her name was. And that one black guy that I've never seen before.
Okay, do you know what he looks like?
Yeah. I think what's his name? Marcus or something like that.
That one black
What does
guy.
he look like? Okay, William. All right, what's he look like?
Tall, about 6'2", 6'3", 225, medium build.
Okay.
Dark skin.
So they came up to the back door?
Yeah.
All right, and they knocked on the door?
Yeah.
And who let them in? Okay, so you let them in, and then what happened?
They went upstairs and talked to Jody.
Almost done.
Upstairs.
Yep, one more row.
Jody, Kim, Kate, Sam, then Danny and Tony, and William stayed downstairs.
This is incredibly useful information that Marshall is passing over. He's just given the names of 6 potential witnesses and suspects, and he seems to know them all personally. If this is all true, then Marshall could have just taken this case from no leads at all to almost too much to handle. The only thing the cops need now is verifiable information about exactly what happened to Samantha. That's when the detective asks this question, and gets much more than he bargained for.
All right, so Sam, you know, all them were upstairs.
Yes.
So what happened?
I didn't hear any yelling or anything, but music was playing, and Sam came downstairs, looking kind of distraught, and she looked at me. I'm like, then go out the back door. The back door. You know, she kind of looked like she was panicking, so I'm like,
Yep, almost
She went to the
finished.
basement, and 2 or 3 minutes later, I heard a little bit of commotion, and then Sam came upstairs first, and she had like a little bit of a bloody nose.
Okay.
Or a busted lip, I couldn't tell. And she went back upstairs to Jody's room.
Thank
and
you.
Tony followed.
Like followed her or chased her?
No, followed. They
Okay.
just kind of, followed. And 5-10 minutes later, Sam came running down the stairs. Danny was right behind her, and by the time she got to the fourth or fifth stair down from the living room floor,
Yes, but when you love what you do and you're operating in purpose,
It doesn't get much clearer
it
than
doesn't
that.
feel like
Apparently,
that amount of
Samantha then
time.
fell to the ground, and the house fell into
Like, it
disarray.
literally feels
Two
like I'm
men named
just
Yoshi and William
hanging out with my
fled to the
homegirl,
border
doing her
marshal and his
hair.
friends around before helping to carry Samantha's body to a vehicle outside. The detective was starting to get a perfect picture of what this case really was, but there was still one burning question.
Okay, is Sam alive?
it sounded she was making noises, but in my past experiences, it sounded more
But I get
like
to have a bunch of different homegirls, and
So she's still contemplating at this point.
yeah,
I'm like, I got the most friends I ever had. Okay, thank you, Lord.
From the sounds of it, Samantha technically survived.
He said, I'm
the
gonna give you
shot,
friends and
but
favor.
was really good. If she wasn't taken to a
Amen.
hospital, she likely wouldn't have made it. But it doesn't seem like the killers were expecting her to live. At least the cops now have possible murder weapon.
Wait, what was that status? I
Continuance
can't
in
forget it.
Remember though, the cops have already searched the house and didn't find any evidence of a murder. But given the importance of this information, they decided to go back and
I
see if they
can't
missed anything.
forget
At this
it.
point, Samantha's life hangs in the balance. If they find a single bullet casing or blood splatter, it likely means that Marshall was telling the truth and Samantha is long dead.
Dang, it's not. Dang, I can't even remember.
These are the steps that Samantha was allegedly shot on. But the cops can't stop to investigate yet. Knowing how hot this house is and how many places there are for people to hide, they have to be on high alert and clear the entire place out before they can even think about letting their guard down. All three officers have their guns drawn and are doing their best to stick together should anybody be inside.
Dang. It's not something, it's boundaries.
She didn't say the word beef. I don't think she said beef.
No, not beef, but I think it was similar to that. Yes. What was it? Melissa, do you remember what it was? It's not something, it's boundaries. I gotta remember, guys. I gotta put this on my on my Facebook. I'm serious. Yeah.
I just remember I think
It
it was her
seems
daughter.
like the house is empty, but it's a complete mess.
From the
There's no obvious evidence of a murder
Yep.
anywhere, so it's now clear why the cops didn't find anything.
Yep, she sure was.
However, Marshall had told them two
Oh,
very
no
important
smoke.
things. Exactly
That's what she said.
was
No
the
smoke.
murder.
No smoke over here, just boundaries. Yes, thank you, Melissa. I know you come through, girl. Okay.
The murder could be extremely difficult.
Okay, don't put it just like that. No smoke over here, just boundaries. Okay, period. Thank you so much. Oh, no, right? I'm like, it's just like beef, but it's not. Oh, no smoke over here, just boundaries. Oh.
Once the cops spotted this, it all fell into place. Multiple blood spatters that hadn't been cleaned up were found on the walls, as well as
Oh,
the
numb.
casings that looked
It says
similar to the
numb.
bullets that the Smith & Wesson MP40 uses.
And then my mom's name, my mom's name right here. She passed away, and I got like a cross next to her name. So that's what I got on my arm. I got a lot of tattoos. Whole back done, leg done, arm. I was going through a phase. Yes, I used to be numb to a lot of things. But now I am still on my healing journey. So I feel like I'm not numb to anything anymore. I be crying for no reason there. But one of my cousins, he passed away in Chicago. He was killed in gun violence, and he had this same tattoo on his hand in the same exact spot. And so I got it as a like a memorabilia for him. But it's also the way that I felt during that time of losing him and losing another cousin to gun violence, which was his brother, and just dealing with the whole Chicago scene. So, yep.
Who's they? What do they look like? Black guy, white guy. What was he wearing?
Yeah, it's crazy. Life has definitely been up and down for me.
Just one black guy?
Got a lot of stories to tell. I'm gonna one day write a book.
Black and white guy?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Kimberly was clearly
God is
alert to
good,
her,
man.
but the cops are
Through
starting
it
to get a
all,
little
he's
concerned.
good.
Barely a couple days after Samantha's supposed death, one of the witnesses gets chased by a group of people holding guns. It could just be coincidence, albeit a terrifying one. So the cops ask her why she was in town to see if this could be
All the
related to anything else,
time.
and they get the most worrying
Right?
answer possible.
Awesome.
So you're from the Falls, you were visiting a friend here in Akron. Where's that friend at now?
Oh, welcome from India. Thank you so much for joining and watching. I appreciate you.
What's her last
Um,
Jody Harris? Do you know what streets?
yeah, it's
What's that? Okay, what streets do you live on?
it's a gadget that put around your neck. I'll show you in a second.
The only reason Kim was in town was to meet her friend Jody on Lillian Street. And she doesn't know anyone else from around here. That's when the cops come to a hard-time realization. They think Kim was just attacked because she was a witness to Samantha's supposed murder. And now they have a terrifying situation on their hands. If they don't track down the killers and all their accomplices quickly, they could be looking at a lot more than
That's
just
how I'm
one
able
murder.
to
This case
work
had
and read the
become a top
comments
priority.
and, not have to stop and look at the
Every
phone
day,
and see
high alert for
who
anything
commented
that
and
could help
slide
them
back
find
and do all of that.
just
So
one of the
it's
suspects.
really cool to just have it around my neck, and it's right here. I just look down. I can see your comments. I can vibe with you guys while I still work.
And that the suspects were now in a parking lot
And
outside, bragging about killing somebody just days earlier.
makes it good and
Cops
easy.
immediately headed to the scene, thinking this might be their chance to catch the lead suspects behind
Yeah, I love
Samantha's
it.
disappearance.
Yeah, you could.
Step out of the car. Ben, move over here.
About 5 hours, 5.5.
Hands up, please. Hands up, please. What is that?
Oh, thank you for joining. I appreciate you
Put it down.
for watching and supporting my channel.
Hands on top of your head. Step right there. Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah.
Nope. Stay right there. I'm taking you from now, okay? I'll take this one in a second. Give me any sharp weapon. Any weapons or anything. Don't reach for nothing. If any weapons on you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Stand up for me.
Thank you.
What are you doing with your foot, man? I got it.
Yeah.
Blisters?
Been through a lot. I'm humble, guys. I just appreciate life.
There's another one ahead. Where? No. Yeah. Sit right here. Okay. I'm not going to come off of it. I just want to make sure I got back here. Oh, back in you, sir?
So far, this has been surprisingly easy. At this point, the officer had no idea it would actually be the interrogations that'd be the hardest part of this process, but he's enjoying the simplicity while it lasts. Soon, a couple more officers arrive on the scene to help search Danny and Tori, secure them, and collect some information before they're taken away for questioning.
I am from Chicago, live in Phoenix, Arizona. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I have to go in my back room real quick. I want to show y'all I'm drunk. It's a lot of hair, that's all. But, okay, there we go. There we go. And this style only took 3 packs of hair, so that's good. Very lightweight. Remember how box braids used to be so heavy and you'd be like, oh, it's so heavy. 3 packs.
Is it okay if I check your pockets here real quick? Yeah, we're not trying to give them a hard time. We got a call that people with guns, warrants, and things like that. No, hell no. What is it? Not. There you go, Ben.
Eventually, the officers brought Danny and Tony back to the station for interrogation, and this is where the hard part started for the detectives.
Lieutenant Blades, Detective Ross. How you doing? So, you got you with a gun. Okay. You okay? Hey, how about mine, sir? Okay. Shall I read what you did on anyway? Yeah. For the record? Yeah, the record remains silent. You understand this, right?
Here, it's important to note that Danny thinks he's been brought in just because of the gun incident. At this point, he is unaware that police have him and Tony as lead suspects for Samantha's disappearance. Detectives are doing this to potentially lead him into a fake story or timeline that they can prove wrong later.
You've indicated that you want to talk to your lawyer?
It would actually be good on your hair because it'll give you the fullness that you probably been yearning for. So that's the good thing about box braids. You get the fullness without doing too much.
While you're here, can we cover at least cover something?
So if you're not used to your hair looking thick or, you know, and you like that look, this will work for you. Ooh, you know it. You know it. You know it. Opening that pack for 3 braids. Yeah, what you gotta do, what you gotta do. You can't be cheap. You just gotta do it. The good thing is that 1B, a lot of people get 1B, so it's not gonna sit there for long. I'm from Chicago, live in Phoenix. Oh, welcome in. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, you understand everything? Okay. There's a girl that's missing. And we have strong reason to believe he's involved in her disappearance.
He didn't do that.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
What could you do it?
Man, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I am really blessed to not have, you know, any arthritis or anything like that, because over the years I've worked 2 jobs. I got several businesses now. I do a lot of typing during the day, then I braid. I do a lot with my hands, and I'm just blessed that I don't have any hand problems, especially being 44 years old, you know what I mean? But that's a blessing that you get to still do that on the side, even if you have to sit down. At least you get to, still operate in like something that you love to do. So kudos to you, friend.
I'm gonna be straight with you. He's looking at some serious problems.
Thank you so much.
if you were with him that whole time, the past 3 days,
Yeah, straight blessing from God, okay? He's covered me for years, allowing me to still, you know, I stray away and I come back. I stray away and I come back. But he never let me get lost, you know. So now I've been in business consecutively for 8 years. So it's been good.
Okay, when we get involved, something bad has happened. We know some other stuff went on this weekend, specifically yesterday, Saturday night, at a house in Akron. So I don't want you to get in any trouble with somebody that you were
Okay.
just along for the ride. But if you're gonna sit here and tell us,
Well, if I ever travel to India, I got
think
you.
you're helping, but you're not. You're hurting yourself.
Thank you so much. God is good. I appreciate you guys.
People that's been at the house. They were all at this house where this girl disappeared from. In fact, something bad happened to her at the house. You know why we know that? Because the guys, we've already talked to them all day. We spent all day
Thank you
talking.
so much. I really appreciate you.
Of what happened at that
I
house.
try to do the best job I can every time. Consistency is key, right? And that's the one thing that I'm known for. So you gotta keep it going.
2 boys? Okay. What would you do if one of those boys went missing?
Everything I could to find them.
Okay, would you expect people to help us to find them, to locate them?
The route the detective is taking is obvious and would work on
Last
every
braid.
He's trying to scare
Whoop, whoop.
Tony into giving up what she knows so they can get to the bottom of things faster. If she gives Danny up, she might get a good deal.
I did.
But first, things could end up real badly for her. The most interesting dynamic here, though, is how the detective is trying to use Marshall's earlier statement against her. This happens all the time, but usually they're exaggerating the strength of the evidence or making it up completely. This time, though, they actually have an airtight statement, but Tony simply doesn't believe them. That means she thinks she can just continue to deny everything, and instead of taking a deal for less jail time, she can just get away with no charges. So with this in mind, watch how confidently she denies everything, unaware that the detectives know.
Now I can go get me some catfish.
So, this girl, family, has been out looking for her all day.
Forgot my hot sauce at home though. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You said you thought I was 30? Okay, period. Give me them 14 years on it. Thank you so much. It took about 5 hours. Five and a half hours? Yeah. No, 5 hours. We started about 2:30, right? Yeah. And it's 7:30 now, so 5 hours. And I'm only tired because I'm hungry. I should have ate before I came, but
We have reason to believe, based on what we've been doing all day, you were there.
I kind of woke up a little bit late because I didn't go to bed till 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's ridiculous because I don't know anybody away from that.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Since this all started because you and this girl got in some kind of altercation.
I don't know this girl. I've never seen this girl.
Okay, like I said, once we move forward with this investigation, from what you're telling us, that you're with him, you're going to be attached to whatever we do with him. You understand that, right?
Well, yeah,
Okay. Just so we got that clear.
I've never seen that.
What's that?
I don't know who that is either.
You hardly even looked at him.
I looked at him. I don't know who that is.
Well, I got to know him, so did Detective Ross. We got to know him a lot today. We spent the entire day with him.
What was his name?
And, well, that's not important. You don't know him, so what difference does it make?
In reality, Tony is extremely familiar with the man in the photo.
That detective hard, ain't it?
Samantha into her
Well, you don't know him, so it don't matter what his name is.
Yoshi. Conveniently, Yoshi, whose real name is Dylan, had just been brought in on unrelated warrants, and detectives couldn't believe their luck. One of the main witnesses, possibly even an accomplice, had been brought right to them without any effort whatsoever. The best part, Dylan wasn't the hardened criminal they expected. In fact, his interrogation was unlike anything you've ever seen. Not only is it truly heartbreaking, but it was actually key to putting not one, not two, but 3 people behind bars for Samantha's murder.
Help us, this is serious. Did something bad happen to her? I don't know. She's a young girl, man. What happened to her? I don't know. I just started a couple days ago. Help us. Help us. You see something bad?
Those are mediums, mid back. I think 225, I believe. Yes, last one. About to get me some food and go work on some YouTube content.
Dylan feels so strongly about all this. They spent some time discussing simple details, with Dylan deflecting pretty much everything. But this whole time, the stress is building up in Dylan. And 15 minutes later, the detective notices that he's on the verge of completely breaking down. He decides to exploit this perfectly.
What did you see? I told you what I saw. No, I'm pretty much so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
She's very control.
Try to make it like home, you know.
This is your family. Okay, if there's a time where in your life you have to make a right decision in your life, who would you call? She's actually dead. Who is she? Is she something that happens to her? If you talk about it, you're gonna feel like the weight of the world is off her shoulders. You don't want to be the person with this emotion.
Thank you.
Why? And you listen to the so you guys know where you're closest and you can you felt a connection with her because you had the same problems going up and stuff like that. Probably. Because you guys talk about just life and stuff like that. Yeah. You guys listen. You guys like. She played music and I don't know her for music, but just like the white noise. It's tough, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we're here. Back at the time, we did this. Yeah, I don't think about it. I'm not thinking about it. Just nursing could have been a victim to being fed. A 480-year-old is not going deep at their seat. Not her story. You know? She would do it. Let's find out what happened.
There are hardly any words to describe what Dylan must be feeling here. He was clearly born on the wrong side of the tracks and fell in with a bad crowd. He also clearly loved Samantha, which is really the biggest tragedy of all. Over the dozens of interrogations with witnesses that were conducted, detectives realized Samantha was murdered over a small disagreement with Danny and Tony. It was needless, senseless, and ruined countless lives, and Dylan is unwillingly right in the center of it all. The detective gives Dylan a moment to calm down and work through his emotions. Then he tells Dylan that he has one more chance to tell what happened, bring peace to Samantha's family, and get to the bottom of this once and for all.
I was on my way out, saying I came back to, I guess, his school or someone. Came with him to yelling at each other, yelling towards the direction and down the stairs.
Oh, yeah,
She
y'all.
turned around and came back.
Eastern time, huh?
Either slapped her or put something on her cheek or something. I don't know. And she went upstairs. When she went upstairs,
Yeah.
we got up the rest of the stairs. He followed her and the gun shot. I don't know where he hit her. He overgrazed her. She followed me, grabbed her, fell down the stairs. I had to carry her out to the shelf and shot. Did nothing in there? Didn't carry her out to the shelf? I wasn't not going to. Still had the gun out at that time. But I mean, that's not what had me do it. There's a body more than blood. So we got it on the fair shirt. Or I got it on the fair shirt. Which one was it up there? And there's a weird one. Where's the girl? On where? If she on the furniture out there. And what would you do once you the house? Well, it's outside, it's all in the kitchen. Still in there?
Everything Dylan has said lines up perfectly with not just Marshall's statement, but the evidence too. Outside, the detectives found a fire pit where something had recently been burned. They surmised that this was a carpet with all of Samantha's blood on it. And inside, right at the bottom of the stairs we looked at earlier, a large area of carpet and drywall are missing right where Samantha was shot. However, that's where Dylan says his involvement ended, meaning he can't answer the single most important question that the detectives still had. Where was Samantha's body? For that, they told the cops to turn to the fourth and final suspect that the cops had had since the very beginning, William, who Dylan said left in the car with Danny to hide Samantha's body.
Our concern is obviously for mostly for the family. And I think you're probably feeling that way too a little bit. Wherever this girl's relationship with her mom and dad, she has a mom and dad, and they want to be able to parent the kid. You know she's dead. I know you're probably wiped out, but we'll wipe out and it's like, oh, this is we'll wipe out too. I know you probably have need, and I understand you're having some issues as far as, you know, where you guys actually were at. So I want you to try at least think about where you guys. Let's put the body in the back of the car. I remember going back down, going up the hill. And unfortunately, it's the way that I was laying down on the back. We were like actually.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching. About to call it a night. Go get some food and relax. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in a minute.